Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, today I'm going to try to do this fast because we don't have a lot of time. But first I want to start with a question. When I say to you the word aliens, what do you think?
People from outside the area.
From outer space.
Yeah, but like, what imagine, like maybe you have something like this in your mind.
Let's turn on.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Green people with big eyes.
Big eyes.
Yes.
Big eyes.
Yeah.
That's very easy.
Yeah, we are here. That's what most of the people think. But maybe this is a little different than the reality. Maybe it could be more something like this. A small creature. Like really, really small. Maybe even smaller than the top of a nail. I'm gonna talk about this and other things because today my topic is, are we alone in the universe? So, first of all, let's see. The only planet where we're 100% sure we find life is Earth, planet Earth. We know there's life on planet Earth because we live here. So, life in planet Earth comes from different ways. It could be something small as an insect or something big as an elephant. So when we think in life, we have to know it's not something, not only it could be intelligent life, but life in general. For example, in planet Earth, we are okay because we live in the Goldilocks zone. That is where it's not too hot or not too cold to have life. It's just right. So that's why planet Earth has water, because if we was too close to the sun, the water would evaporate, and if it was too far from the sun, it would freeze. So that's why our planet has water and it's a good environment for life. On planet Earth we have different shapes of life. It could be, life comes from different sizes and ways, as I talk. It could be small, it could be big, and there's us, intelligent life. But I want to talk about something different. The first image that I show you are the triglodytes. They live in places like this. This where life is almost impossible to live, like the scientists thought like it was impossible. In the holes in the deep of the ocean where the temperatures are super hot, but they live there no problem. They live here as the same as they live in our backyards. So for them, the temperature is not a problem. Also, they could survive extreme heat and cold, like I showed you, radiation, and also the vacuum of space. So for them to live in a meteorite or another planet will not be something like completely crazy. So if you imagine life, imagine something like this. But we are alone in the universe. It means like we are the only planet that could generate some kind of life. But as I show you, this is not weird. For a creature to develop in another planet. So maybe this is possible in other planets. And that's what the scientists are looking for. Okay, let's go to our closest neighbor where you think we can find life. Mars. As you know, Mars, they have discovered ice in the poles of Mars. And the scientists thinks that because Mars before had rivers and oceans, maybe in this area they have life, and now it's like frozen. But it's not a problem for life, like I showed you. There's creatures that could survive even in these hostile environments. So maybe there's still life on Mars if there ever was. Also, we can find fossils if there was before. Okay. Let's go to the next place where is most certainly we can find life in the solar system. And this is not a planet. This is actually Europa, one of the Jupiter's moons. And in all the solar system, if I could choose a planet where you can find life, I would choose this moon, Europa. Not because, as you know, Jupiter is a huge planet. Like, this is a hurricane, and the Earth could fit 3 times in this hurricane because it's so big and so massive. So as you like, that's a comparison the size of Jupiter. So Europa's moon, why is different with Europa? Okay, Europa is a ice moon. It's like a solid block of ice, but scientists believe, and it's more certainly, that it has water in the layers beneath the ice because of the gravity of Jupiter. Jupiter, being such a huge planet, when it goes farthest from the orbit, it contracts. But when it gets closer, it expands. And that movement of expanding and shortening, contracting, it makes Europa's heat come from the center. And that makes heat and melts the ice inside of Europa. That's why there's some belief that is inside of Europa there's a huge ocean because of this movement generated by the orbits of Europa. Okay. Now I want to show you a video of how the exploration.
Just, it's maybe loading. Just wait a second.
We were a startup before startups were cool. When doing your own thing wasn't deep.
Okay, if we ever send a satellite or a spaceship to look for Europa, it will not be with humans. It will have only be machines because of the temperatures of Europa. We will freeze super fast. So we need to send machines to explore Europa. This is Io and Ganymedes. These are 2 moons in Europa that we also think we can find water inside of the ice, but in Europa it's like the biggest, the most likely to have water, Europa. Okay, so what the ship has to do after landing on Europa is sending a probe. A probe, it doesn't have, like, it has to go, the thick of the ice is believed to be between 3 kilometers and 1 kilometer in the surface of Europa. So the probe has to arrive and dig a long distance to reach the water. But how is it going to do it if we cannot send a huge drill? What we have to do is send a small nuclear reactor. And you think, wow, that's kind of crazy. No, it's easy. Like, you put the reactor and it generates heat. And the heat is what is digging through the surface of Europa. So it's not a drill, it's more like a hot piece of metal that goes deep into Europa. Like, as we can see in this video, when the ship lands, it has to send, it opens and sends the probe through the ice of Europa. Okay, let's speed it up a little bit. You see, it has like the hotted part, like the heat part. That's what's melting through Europa's surface and goes down through the layer of maybe 3-5 kilometers of ice. We're not sure how long. It's gonna take days after it lands, but in the end, it's gonna reach the water. And when it reaches the water, it's gonna open up and send a small ship or machine, like a small submarine that can look through the